Anytime you're in a rut like this, I mean, we're obviously in it right now, 5 losses in a row. So
he is suspending Warriors forward Draymond Green for 5 games following his altercation Tuesday night with Wolves center Rudy Gobert.
Small sample size, but starting to set a pattern of not getting off to great starts is a problem. So we got to, correct it.
When you think of the Golden State Warriors, you think of winning. You think of the Splash Brothers and the 4 straight finals they made it to, and the redemption championship run they had last year. They have a certain aura to them that most other teams don't. But what's been happening recently with this team does not represent that at all. The Warriors are currently on a 5-game losing streak, and the last game they actually won was against the Detroit Pistons almost 2 weeks ago. Since then, they have lost to the Nuggets, the Cavs, the Timberwolves twice, and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Losing to the Nuggets makes sense. They're the defending NBA champions and one of the most talented teams we've seen since, ironically, the Warriors in 2018, but every other game they could have easily won. They were at the top of the mountain last year, and they have all the pieces to be a top team in the league, which is why it makes no sense why they have a losing record of 6-7 right now. The Warriors have a lot of things that are bringing them down right now, and unless you've been living under a rock for the past week, I'm sure you already know one of them. Yes, Draymond Green went from kicking grown men in the nuts to now choking grown men at his place of work. If you clocked into your shift at McDonald's and started choking people out, you're getting fired immediately. But that's besides the point. Draymond Green is now suspended for the next 5 games, and while even as a Cavs fan, I've been wanting to defend Draymond Green because I think he's proved himself as one of the best defenders ever, and this team would not be what it is without Draymond. But the amount of drama and issues that Draymond has brought to this team really does sometimes make you wonder if he's worth the hassle. Rebounding the ball and his IQ on defense is amazing, but Draymond just cannot score the basketball. I would even go as far as to say that he has become an offensive liability, and doing things like he did to Rudy Gobert makes you wonder how bad this team really needs him anymore. But Draymond's not the only member of this Golden State trio that's been pretty bad recently. Klay Thompson has shown significant signs of slowing down last season and this season so far. In their last game against the Thunder, in 27 minutes of play, Klay Thompson had 5 points and went 1 of 10. For the season, he's averaging about 14 points, and I understand since his injury happened, he hasn't really been the same guy. But Klay Thompson is a vital piece to this Warriors team. We really started to see his fall from grace in Game 6 of last year's playoffs against the Lakers, where he shot 3 of 19 and basically costed the Warriors the game. Klay has just not been himself, and while I do think he deserves that starting spot still, as of right now, just because of everything he's done for them, and I don't think they should separate Curry and Klay just yet, but no matter what, something's gotta change with Klay soon. And while I'm trashing their entire starting lineup, let's briefly talk about Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins basically had a breakout moment in the 2022 finals, and in that season when he proved that he could be a great asset to a championship team. And since then, he's gone back to the Andrew Wiggins we all knew before. He's only averaging 10 points a game right now, and his 3-point percentage has taken a face-first nosedive down to 13.5%. And I think that really shows the problem with this team right now. I never thought this would be Golden State's biggest problem, but this team just cannot score the basketball. Besides Curry, who we're going to get to soon, this team's starting lineup struggles big time to just score. And it's not like their defense makes up for it either. They've never been known as the standout great defensive team. Klay has always just been a pretty good perimeter defender, and like I said, Draymond's one of the best defenders ever, but they are both regressing a lot right now, and on all ends, this team is just a shell of itself. Now I know I just gave a lot of negatives that this team has, but I don't think that they're completely done for. One of the biggest positives for them right now is their bench. Led by Chris Paul, their second unit has proved to be very solid so far. And as much as people thought that Chris Paul wouldn't be a good fit for the team, I think he's fit his role very well. But the biggest glimpse of hope that this Warriors team has right now is none other than Steph Curry. While Curry has missed the last 2 games, he's currently averaging 30 points a game. And he has shown zero signs of slowing down anytime soon, and his longevity and ability to stay elite for this long is a conversation people are going to have to start having soon. Before I explain why I genuinely think Steph Curry could will this team to another championship, I think Lil Wayne explained it perfectly in this clip.
Finals prediction? I got Bucks Warriors.
That's not what you're about to score.
Like, right now, to me, count Steph out is like how you can feel when you count Brady out. In the Patriot years where you just thought that they just not gonna win, they're not gonna be, and then they beat them. Like that's how I be feeling about Steph. Like every time I'm ready to say, yeah, Steph's done, it's over. I'm gonna be right there in the finals.
You're right.
And while I don't think Steph Curry is the Tom Brady of basketball by any means, and I think he's got a long way to go before that could be even comparably true, but the sentiment here is how I feel about this Warriors team. On almost every level, it should be impossible for this Warriors team to win another championship, and after what we saw last year, and the season so far, anybody with 2 eyes can see that this team is not what it once was. But like Wayne just said, this team's got Steph Curry, and we saw what happened in 2022, and I'm not ready to completely count this team out just yet. If Klay Thompson can even be 75% of what he was before, and if Draymond can stay away from attacking players, and Wiggins starts shooting the ball a little bit more consistently, and if the bench can keep up with this production they've had so far, and most of all, if Steph Curry can play at that MVP level that he already has been, I'm just saying I wouldn't count him out just yet. But let me know what you guys think. Is the Warriors dynasty over, or do they still have another chance at putting up another championship banner? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, but that's all I've got for today. Thank you all for watching, and with that being said, I'm out of here, and I'll see you on the next one.